There's a guy by the name of Kyle Greene that's running for the state legislator, and it's quite crazy when you're going to hear his campaign ad. I thought it was a spoof at first until I really started looking into this, but let's roll the clip.
I'm your neighbor, Kyle Greene. I'm running for District 18A, State Representative. I'm not asking for you to vote for me as your leader. I'm asking for you to vote for me as your public servant. The primary duty of a state representative is to protect all the rights of his constituents. I want to be your state representative, I want to be your public servant, and I want to be your nigger.
Did we hear right? Did he actually said the N-word with the ER at the end? I couldn't believe that. Well, obviously, the people he's reaching out to is not people that look like me at all. Now, I want to put a picture up of this guy. You see who he's hanging around? So obviously, that makes a lot of sense why he said the N-word with the ER at the end of it. Makes sense. I mean, that looked like the Make America Great Again crowd that he's hanging around. But, you know, his background is they say he has a black parent, and he's so-called say he has a white parent and Native American, talking about Cherokee. But we all know that's not no Cherokee. He looked nothing like that at all. It's probably they call themselves one of the $5 Indians. And if you know the story about the $5 Indians in history, basically when they was giving Native Americans, different compensation for what was happening to them, losing their lands. They had a lot of white folks that paid the sum of $5 to get on that list so they can get compensation as well. And they want to say they're Indians. That's why when people say $5 Indian, that's where that comes from. Basically, white people faking the funk, trying to get in and get money for something they didn't deserve at all. But like I said, we start talking about the history of what happens to white folks in this country. They've been given everything, but that's a different video. Now, this guy, it makes sense. This is who he's around. He's reaching out to the base of people that he wants to reach. Now, he's what you would call, what they would say in history, the tragic mulatto. Now, the tragic mulatto archetype they state is one who's sad and even suicidal, that they cannot fit in with black society or white society. So from what I have seen, and based on a guy like that, I've seen something like this, that they just hate black people. In history, it's been people like him that has thwarted black movements, people like him that's infiltrated black movements and tried to make sure to let massa know what black folks are doing, because they felt that they wouldn't like us. Sometimes they had even secret societies of what they would call at the time mulattoes, and they benefit in the system of white supremacy. So they did not want black folks to have freedom, because what would happen to their secret societies? How would they be treated, etc. Now, when it comes to people like that, this guy, they go, from what I've seen, one of three ways. Either they go like this guy and want to just embrace, racism, literally. You have some that play defense, and they'll play both sides. And then you have some like Colin Kaepernick, right? They say, man, look, I understand I'm black. They would never accept me in white society, and I'm for my people. That's kind of what you got. So, because some people in the comment section, they try to label all people who have a black and white parent one way. No, I'm just telling you, that's the three ways I've seen them. Either they're Colin Kaepernick, either they're this guy, or they play both sides. And I'd rather them be either Colin Kaepernick or this guy. I hate the ones that play both sides. I can't stand them. Even the Bible teaches that the Lord rather you be hot or cold and not lukewarm. Choose a side, whatever you're going to do. But yeah, this guy is not reaching out to black folks at all. He's not, especially using that word. Black folks don't use that word on a good day. With the ER, only, white supremacists use that word. But yeah, this guy, it wouldn't be surprising to me if he walking around with a Confederate flag and everything else, trying to fit in and show his worth to the crowd that he's hanging around. But like I say, this guy is crazy. This guy is crazy as hell. Like I said, America is just the twilight zone. It really is. Like I said, this place is spiraling out of control real fast. But they elected Donald Trump, so it makes sense. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this particular campaign ad. Like I said, no, once again, this is not a spoof video. This is actually real. And leave me your thoughts.